Carlos Alcaraz and Jannik Sinner stood beneath the Paris sun, their shadows lengthening as the match stretched into its sixth hour. It wasn't just tennis anymore, it was theater, war, poetry, and heart, all colliding on the clay of Roland Garros. As the match wore on, a singular quality began to reveal itself, one that would ultimately decide who would rise, and who would fall. It wasn't technique, though both were sublime. It wasn't fitness, though both were supreme athletes. It was poise. It was that rare stillness in chaos. A kind of inner silence in the face of deafening noise. Carlos Alcaraz had it. This wasn't just about forehands or backhands. This was about a moment. A moment bigger than any shot. A moment that demanded more than ability, it demanded nerve, vision, fire. And Alcaraz was built for the moment. While the match twisted and turned like a tempest, momentum soaring and crashing, rhythm stuttering and soaring again, Alcaraz never looked away from the spotlight. He embraced it. He seemed to grow inside it. Every time pressure mounted, he stood taller. By the third set, when most would begin to show cracks, Alcaraz found steel. He clawed back a set. Not with flash, but with grit. By the fourth, the pressure became unbearable. Sinner stood just points from glory. 3 championship points. The dream within his grasp. But dreams don't hand themselves over. And champions don't fold. Alcaraz did not blink. He did not flinch. He turned his back to the shadow of defeat, faced the sun, and played. 1 point at a time. 1 breath at a time. Until he turned what seemed impossible into inevitable. The 4th set tiebreaker arrived, and with it came history's whisper. This was his moment. He took it with both hands. Into the 5th, both players were running on fumes. Yet somehow, the quality didn't dip, it soared. The rallies got longer. The serves more precise. The crowd, silent 1 second and erupting the next, couldn't believe what they were watching. Then came the super tiebreak, first to 10. 1 final push after 5.5 hours. 1 final sprint through the battlefield. And that's where Carlos Alcaraz summoned the final surge. Unstoppable, unplayable, unforgettable. He closed out the tiebreak 10-2. When Sinner's final shot sailed wide, Alcaraz dropped to his knees, not just in celebration, but in reverence. For the match, for the moment, for the mountain he had just climbed. The scoreboard read 4-6, 6-7, 4, 6-4, 7-6, 3, 7-6, 10-2. But numbers can't tell this story. This wasn't just his second Roland Garros title. It was his 5th Grand Slam. And, more astonishingly, it meant he had won his first 5 major finals, a feat previously matched only by Roger Federer. He now stood not just as a champion, but as part of a rarefied club. Not chasing history, making it. Jannik Sinner was valiant, brave, brilliant. He did everything right, everything but win. And yet, in his defeat, he too became immortal, a name etched into the memory of one of the greatest tennis matches ever played. Because this final wasn't just a victory. It was a statement. Carlos Alcaraz isn't the future of tennis. He is its present. He is its now. He thrives where others hesitate. He conquers when others survive. And in the very heart of Paris, on the hallowed clay of Roland Garros, he reminded the world what greatness looks like. With the spotlight blinding, the crowd roaring, and history on the line, Carlos Alcaraz didn't just play. He soared.